And I said, "Don't be a bitch." On the ticket, and we left. Well, she went and charged my card for like this massive gratuity. And yeah, I had to call the restaurant and say, "Hey man, you don't know, but I know some really big people who are into fraud, and your waitress robbed me." Man, he reversed everything. I had to go down there, but he reversed everything right there on the spot. He told me flat out, "That girl has been fired. You are not the first or the last person did she steal from." He was like, "We have our greatest apologies," and they're like, "If you want to come back and this and that," and I was like, "Oh, I don't know about all that." First of all, the chips and the salsa were kind of bleh. The food we got was way, way oversalted. Like they were hiding something. But yeah, it was just the worst restaurant experience. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, no, apparently she hit like five or six people that day. And she was a complete jackass to him and then stole from him right off stole the tip off the card that was given. But oh, that ground into a beautiful little flat powder. Look at that. That's going to be amazing. It smells great. The aromatics off of this oregano is incredible. And we're going to use this to, like I said, to season our chicken. Let's check on these dinner rolls. Right? No, exactly that. All right. That's going to take a little while longer. Wheezy, let's go. Yeah, yeah. It's hard to find young people today who want to enjoy their work environment. I don't know. It is what it is. All right. It is that time, ladies and gentlemen. We got to change the battery or we're going to die here. We're looking at 5%. So we're gonna exclamation break time in the chat. Wheezy, thank you so much. I love you, sweetie. I appreciate the bits. But we're gonna break time so I can change the battery. We're gonna take a few minutes to, rest the old wearies, and we'll be back to start our stuffed pepper recipe. Let's go, everybody. All the love. Feel free to check out the custom cakes. These are safe links that will take you to my portfolio without any of your information being compromised in any way. If you have any questions about the cake, ask and I'll let you know the story behind it when we get back. All the love, everybody. All right, everybody, let's go. Give me just a second to get my stuff back together, get the camera on and get it connected, and we will be back at it. I had to grab some hydration, man. My got the cotton mouth. What is happening here? There. Okay. All right. So the idea with our stuffed peppers is we're going to go with a rice, beef, and chicken combination with a white sauce. So we got to start prepping that white sauce, which means my favorite, baby, grating fresh cheese. We're going to get some beautiful Parmigiano Reggiano, and we're going to shred that up. Let me wash my hands real quick. Exclamation wash in the chat. Now, what I want to really do is I want the two flavors to stand alone. So with our beef, we're just going to season it with salt and pepper and a little bit of garlic. And our chicken, we're going to hit with cumin and oregano. And we're going to let those flavors just melt together. And when we add the rice and the cream sauce, oof, I think it's going to have an amazing impact. Let me get the camera on, put my towel on here. Got it. All right. Now remember, this whole time, the salt and pepper has been sitting in seasoning our peppers. That salt has also been pulling the juices and the waters from the pepper itself, which is really going to help that pepper absorb the flavors that we're putting into it, during the baking process. All right, let's get this together here. Yes, yes, the SD card is full. I get it. I don't care. All right, 99%. Let's go. I need to go here. Let it reconnect. Oh, I need to be over by the computer when I do this because I am still in pause. What? All right. There we go. Uh, I never even threw a Pokeball at it. Okay, continue. Yes, we can go live. Signal is strong. Let's go. And so am I. Let's go. We should be back. Oh, I got to take it off of the pause stream, pause thing, I guess. That would be important. All right, let's go. We got signal strength out the bazooza. All right, let's open back up the stream so I can see what's going on in the chat. Let's go, everybody. All right, so our dough is proofing. We're going to let it do its thing. We're ground down to powder over here, which is beautiful. We can take care of a few of these things that we don't need anymore. Might still need that. All right, now we're going to chop a couple of shallots. I'm going to set this over here. Check our blade by going in the opposite direction of the blade to make sure that there's no burrs. And if there are, we can use a steel to straighten them edges out right there. Just a little bitty one right there. All gone. Let's go. All right. Now with our shallots, we're just going to knock off the tops and the bottoms. And I'm going to look at where my shallot is, and I want to cut in this direction, okay? I don't want to cut in this direction and separate the shallot. So I'm just going to cut right here, right down the center, so you have two sides of your shallot. And then we're just going to peel that outer layer off. If it'll let us. There we go. We're just going to peel off that outer layer. And away we go. I'm going to try to keep the shallot paper to the minimum. Uh-oh. A little concerned about that. Network error. I can't use that. But I'm still frozen. Hold on a second. I may have to fidget with the camera. Oh, it's gone now. Alrighty. Let's go back. I'll just restart the camera. Why is that? Maybe I need to change the SD card. I don't know. I don't know if that's messing with it or not. Oh, wow. Okay, we're back, everybody. Poor thing. Right? Well, I mean, it's kind of hard not to. All right, so half of that shallot we couldn't use, but the other half we're going to make good of. So I'm just going to peel this outer layer here. Okay. And we're going to treat these like we would an onion. We're going to go ahead and get a couple of nice cuts Not quite to the end, but almost there. Watch your fingers. Keep your fingers on top. Make sure your blade is well underneath. Does that work? I don't know. I don't know anything really about it, to be honest with you. And we're going to make precise 1/4 inch cuts, or as close to precise 1/4 inch cuts as possible. And we're going to try to keep a 1/4 of an inch cut so we're consistent all the way across the board. Okay, and then the ends, we're going to try to keep them at a 1/4 of an inch just like everything else, but we're going to just chop it up. Keep your fingers out of the way. Keep your thumb behind your forefinger. Use your finger as a guide, and you won't cut yourself. Now we're going to repeat the process. We're going to try to get around a 1/4 of an inch. We're going to make a clean slice as close to the back end as possible. Hey, I appreciate you. I'm going to make a 1/4 of an inch cut. Almost there, but not quite. I think I can get one more. It's not going to be a 1/4 of an inch, but it'll be all right. Oh, that shallot was strong. That just hit my eyes. Ooh, it hurt my eye holes. Oh my Lord. Shit. Oh man. That one was strong. All right. Now, we're going to saute this. I'm going to use pretty much just one pan for the whole thing. We're going to use the one, the only Hexclad. Oh, let me wipe the salt off of my cooktop before I do all of that. Oh, should have wrung it out. Wring it out, you fool. Now I made it 3 times harder. There we go. So pretty. I take you home. You be my girlfriend. All right. We're going to go ahead and get our pan heated up. And we're just going to let that get nice and toasty. We'll put a little bit of olive oil in there, about 2 tablespoons or so. Just about there. And we want to get out our minced garlic. Actually, you know what? Let's just chop some garlic. We got it right here. We don't need to struggle with a jar. It's actually directly in front of us. No harm, no foul. Garlic. Look at that. Well, that was loud. And right next to my ears. All right, 1, 2, let's go one more. We should be good. I don't know if I like the looks of that. What is that? Oh, it's an outer skin that I can peel away. That'll do. And that right there, I will take out and plant a little bit later. Nothing like having fresh garlic bulbs grow in your yard. But with that, I really want 3 pieces of garlic. So, all right, while our oil's getting good and hot. Hey, yo, welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. We're going to crush our garlic. And then we're going to dice it up real nice. And get this bad boy rolling. Hey, I appreciate that. Helps the channel out a great deal. Thank you for enduring those. Let's go. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. I hope you're having an amazing day. Let's poke our heads in the oven here real quick. That's what I'm talking about. We're almost there. Oh, you had peppers for dinner? Hey, yo, Pokemon in the chat. Good luck, everybody. Go get it. We're going to go in with our onions first. Of course, we want to hear that sizzle. The minute they hit the pan, that's the important part. Got to get your pan good and hot. Helps everything cook so much smoother. So ever much. However, whatever. Ah. Oh, I see. I see. Gotcha. Now we have topped our peppers. We're going to stuff them. We're working on this filling right now. Our dinner rolls are pretty much ready to bake. We just got to pull them out and egg wash them. I just wanted to get these shallots started, get them working in the pan so we can do this. I don't think those pans are hot enough to actually burn me, but check it out. Our knots and our braid loaf and our 4-ounce dinner rolls. Wheezy, let's go. Let's crank it up. Hey, thank you so much, sweetie. I appreciate that. We're gonna bake these at 425. So we want to give our oven a chance to get up there. Where is my thingy? There it is. Found it. Found you. We want to let these sweat for a little bit into before we put the garlic in. We can get rid of this fork now. So we're gonna let those do their thing. We're gonna go ahead and egg wash our bread here. Give it a nice shiny coat. Like I'm talking about a dog or something. Give it a nice shiny coat. Good for their teeth too. Good for your teeth. Let's go. Get all our knots everywhere. That's important. Everywhere. Okay. You want to make sure that's got a nice coat on it. And like I said, I used one whole egg and then half the volume of that egg in water. And that's what is consists in our egg wash. And we want to try to get these coated on all sides, everywhere. They're going to be stunning. Now with these, we're going to go just the tops and let it run down the sides. And these we're going to add a pinch of garlic salt to. You want to make sure that your outside ones, the edges that are exposed, you want to get them covered in that egg wash. All right. I think I can turn that pan down just a touch for this process. All right, we got some caramelization going on, so we're going to go ahead and get our garlic in there. And to help release those flavors, we're going to throw in just a splash of Pinot Grigio white wine. I'm going to get that steamed in there, get that process started. I think I'll just use this for the moment. We want to get all of our product down in the pan so it all gets kissed by that wine. It's going to help open up that garlic and your onions, and they're going to blend beautifully. Now, I'm going to flatten this out on the bottom of the pan. I want it to work. I want to get that garlic just lightly toasted. That's the objective right now, is just to get that garlic lightly toasted. We don't want any burnt garlic, okay? Burnt garlic is devastating to a dish. Yo, Stoner Beast, let's go. Welcome in. Yeah, hey yo, welcome in, welcome in. Check it out. Our bread is ready. We're just waiting on the oven to get up to temp. Oh, today has been beautiful. We've been just smoking right along, man. All right, we got a little bit of handwork to do here. Oh shoot, the bowl I need from this is right here with salt and pepper in it. That's fine because that can go right in here. Now then, we can shred cheese in that. Move this around a little bit. Yep, our garlic is starting to get toasty on that side, so we're going to try to flip it as best as possible. This is where we do not want to overcook, all right? We're going to pull these out of the pan. We're going to take the pan off the heater while we get the rest of the things going. And we're going to let these rest. These are going to be folded back in with our beef when we drain our beef. We're going to throw it back in the pan after we drain it. We'll mix these onions back in. It'll be a lovely little marriage. We'll let that sizzle for a little bit. Not too awful long, but before then we'll have the chicken cooked. So we're going to do it all in one pan today. We don't need to go outside of the Hexclad here. Um, the best part is if we start to get any kind of sticking or whatever, we got our Pinot Grigio right here. That's going to help us clean the pan right out. No problem. All right, let's go. All right, I'm just going to take this off the heat for the moment. I'm going to leave that heat on though, because we'll be right back to it. Let's get our ground beef started, shall we? All right, we're going to get our beef in the pan before we put it on because we want this to kind of heat up a little slow. That's why we turned the heat down because we wanted to render as much fat out as possible without breaking it up as much as possible. We want nice chunky pieces of meat at the end. We're not going to get out the meat masher 3000. We're going to try to let these kind of just clump together with some seasoning, and we're just going to promote the cook. Low and slow. And while we're doing that, we can go ahead. Actually, geez, I don't think I need that second pound. I think we'll be just fine with what we got here. Simi, Ayo, brother, welcome in, welcome in. How are you today? Let's go. Welcome in, welcome in. Take a look at our buns. Look at my buns. Look at those buns. Yes, yes, yes. All right, that can go back in. I don't think we're going to need more than this. Now we're not going to break. We might break this up a little bit as it cooks, but we're not just going to mash it up. Hey, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Hell yeah. Let's go. Oh, these got to go over here. I got to wash them. Come on, oven. Get up there. We are at 380. I could probably put them in there and start the baking process by the time it hits 450 or 425. We'll be good to go. So we've started the baking process at 339. We're going to set our timer for 16 minutes and then we'll check them. We'll set them at 16 minutes and then we're going to check them at 425 degrees in a convection oven. Okay, so cheese. Hey, the easy peel worked. Let's go. All right. This is a beautiful Romano cheese. Got that, just that right funkiness, man. It's, you almost get that cheese that's it tastes so good, but it almost starts to smell like someone's feet. That's where you want to be, kind of. It's a weird thought process, but I mean, that's kind of the value, I guess. That salt content comes out so beautiful. Yeah, I suppose. I guess I don't know which one's worse. I don't want to smell dirty socks either. Right? Well, this is going to be for our cream sauce. We're going to do a block of Ramona and a block of Parmigiana. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages throughout all space and time, I introduce to you the Super Space Pope. Yo, Pope, hello and welcome in. Happy Sunday, brother. Oh, we're doing well. We are doing well. Yes, go check out my friend, the Super Space Pope, my Fortnite coach. We love the Pope around here. Let's go. Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Sunday. Yeah, the cook is going really well. We got the buns in the oven already. They're baking. They proof for about, I don't know, maybe 40 minutes or so. We are just shredding up our Ramona right here, Ramona cheese, and we're gonna mix that with our parm, and that's gonna be part of our sauce that's going to bind together our stuffed peppers today. Yeah, we're gonna meat it up today. We're not gonna, you've seen me in the past when we were making marinara or different things. I'm trying to think of what it is. Bolognese sauce. I get out the old five-star meat masher and I chop it right down. Not today.